everyone, it's Kirstie and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my very first fall DIY for this year. I'm getting so excited for fall. I don't know about where you live, and I know it's only early September, but the leaves are already changing and dropping where I live, and I'm getting so excited about it all. So for this DIY, I'm going to be creating a fall inspired hoop wreath. I'm going to be placing this specifically on my daughter's bedroom door, but you could absolutely create this for anywhere in your home. It would easily be custom made to any word that you want to use and any color scheme to match whatever you're doing in your own home. Before we get into the video, if you're new here, my name is Kirstie and welcome to my little community here on YouTube. I'm an interior decorating enthusiast with interior design training. I'm also a new mum to a 5-month-old baby girl. I post videos all about home decorating, DIYs, home tours, and tips and tricks videos, as well as some vlogs. So if you're interested in seeing more of my content, then I would love if you could hit that subscribe button down below. And also don't forget the notification bell so that you get notified of any new videos that I post. All right, now let's get into the tutorial. So I'm first going to start by creating the bunting for this wreath. And to do that, I am drawing 2 parallel lines approximately 2 inches apart, and then marking points along the top line every 6 centimeters or about 2 inches apart. And then on the bottom line, I'm going to mark the halfway point between each 2 of the points on the top line. And then I'm going to take my ruler and just connect all of the points to create the flags for the bunting. The material I'm using for this is just a scrap piece of burlap that I had, but you could use literally anything you have lying around the house so long as it has some structure to it. For example, some sample wallpaper, some leftover wrapping paper, any other fabrics that you like. The options are really endless. And then all I'm going to do once I've drawn the flags is simply cut them out with a sharp pair of scissors. Next, I'm going to hand draw the letters of my daughter's name onto each flag. Something I did notice when I was doing this is it would be much easier to draw your letters before you cut your flags out if you're using burlap like I am, because it did move around a lot while I was drawing on it. Next, I'm taking a length of jute twine. This is about 5 millimeters width, I believe. I'm finding the center point and then just laying out the flags for my bunting. And then using these really cute little mini pegs to clip each of the letters onto the twine. I quite like this method because it means if I wanted to, I could change out the flags at a later date to say something else. Next, I'm attaching the bunting to the embroidery hoop. I'm just putting the twine in between each of the hoops and then tightening it to secure it. I also decided that for an extra little flair or decorative touch that I would wrap the remainder of the twine around the hoop a few times just for some added interest. You can see me doing that here and then just tying it off and cutting off the excess. Alternative ways you could attach your flags to your string would be to make holes in each flag and thread the string through, or even hot glue them on, whatever works best for your flags. Next, I've got some greenery here as well as some faux flowers, and I'm just going to start arranging these onto the hoop in a way that I like. I am going to leave a fair amount of the hoop still bare and showing. I think it looks quite pretty that way to leave it more minimalist. Just take your time with this. My method of approach is to start with the largest sort of statement flower and then work with the medium size and then the smaller size flowers and then add my greenery in and around. You can see me sort of playing around with placement here before starting to glue things in place. This is also a way to do it if you're not exactly sure of how you want it to look. It just lets you play around with it before you commit by hot gluing them on. These embroidery hoops can be a little more tricky to secure your florals onto than, say, a grapevine form would be. Honestly, I just sort of played around with the best placement and used a lot of hot glue. And as I said earlier, you could absolutely make this with any other florals or decorations to suit your home and the season that you're decorating for. The options are really endless for this. I hope you enjoyed seeing how this hoop wreath turned out. I've never made a wreath on an embroidery hoop before, so this was definitely something new for me. It took me a little bit to figure out exactly how best to adhere the florals to the wreath. So my tip for that is just to play around until you find the best way to adhere your florals to the hoop and use lots of hot glue. As always, if you enjoyed the video today, I would love if you could give me a thumbs up, and I will see you all very soon. Happy fall! Bye.